Toowong Tower already has traditional retail offerings, so there was no point in us having the same type of offering because it will only be in conflict with Toowong Village in terms of what it's offering. When we considered the retail, we wanted to ensure that it was set back, it was an enjoyable space to be in. And the best way to do that was to reduce the amount of towers on the site so that we could actually open up our ground plane and increase the open amenity available to the community.
Well, the principal reason for fewer towers is to actually have more space on the ground, even though that probably means taller towers. But all of the schemes over many years for this site have ended up very cluttered to meet the town planning criteria, but keep the height down, and the end result was very little space for the public.
Our current scheme that we've submitted has about 5,500 square metres of open space. If we went with a 6-tower scheme on the site, we would end up with about 1,500 square metres of space. Once the development is operational though, not only will the retail be spilling out into those open spaces, we'll have alfresco dining and options available, but we will also have activation spaces, and that will be done on the basis that we want to keep the space active, we want to keep it changing.
The footpaths themselves, which are the main street component for all users, will be widened and landscaped. There's around the corner here on High Street, there is almost like an urban forest edge to it.
The site, as you know, is incredibly well served by public access and public transport. Ensuring that we leverage those existing infrastructure assets was paramount to the design of the project.
All three of the competition participants put a small number of towers in, and they all had public space. The Kerry Hill scheme, in partnership with PWP, Landscape Architects out of San Francisco, we felt the quality of the spaces was much better, firstly, and secondly, the quality of the architecture of the towers was much better. And as it's turned out, instead of there being 2 towers that the competition had, there are 3, but they are designed to talk to each other. They're richly expressed architectural towers. The jury felt they were very elegant towers, and as a grouping of towers, they'll give a real architectural focus for this site, which is a big site.
Look, 10 years from now, I'm hopeful that we have a precinct that everybody enjoys. One of the great examples through our community consultation was actually West Village, developed by Sekisui. Incredibly controversial at the time when that DA went through. Now, everybody references that project as what they would like to see here in terms of its offering. In 10 years' time, I would like to hope that we have something similar. The community has completely embraced it, and we have successful retail, we have a community that's locally thriving, and we have a community that wants to stay and play here rather than just the transient nature that we have at the moment.